Hello guys, I'm Krimh from Septicflesh and you're watching Metalshop TV. So then it's probably Joey Jordison. Like back in the days when I was starting to play drums, he was my hero because it was like the energy he put on the stage. It was not the mask itself, it was just like how he played, It was fast, but I could understand it. It was powerful, it was groovy, and he was headbanging like crazy. So definitely this guy has inspired me a lot. Some metal drummers say that he's not a good fast drummer, blah blah blah, but I think he has his qualities, And for me back in the days it was very impressive. And so I would say he's my all-time hero. I mean, nowadays it has also switched a bit, like Mario from Gojira is a big hero of mine, or Ila Casagrande, all these drummers that have a character. But Joey was the dude from day one that was like, okay, I want to play drums. Oh yeah, there's a difference. I mean, Decapitated was definitely more death metal orientated. It was more technical, more speed, and not only musically, like with Septicflesh we have suits, we have more of a stage show, rather than with Decapitated you have to slay on your instrument. You can wear whatever shorts you want, but it's about that you have to be able to slay on your instrument, That's the quality of Decapitated in my opinion. And with Septicflesh it is more towards bands as maybe Behemoth, that it's the music and the visuals. So that's the biggest difference. Drumming wise also, Septicflesh goes really groovy and not really metal at all, if you compare it like drumming wise. So, and this is what I like, that it's between those two worlds. It goes quick, very quick sometimes, but also almost cheesy, funk pop drumming combined, and so it's both worlds together. Yeah, definitely was a big fan for me. The first album I heard was Communion. So I remember back in the days when I had band rehearsal with with local bands, or like bands, school bands, yeah. He was like, hey, you should check that band out, it's a crazy album. And so I remember listening to Communion in the car and I was like, damn, that's a really nice combination. And then I remember it was this hype, like, yeah, they really use real orchestra, can you imagine? I was like, wow, it's no MIDI, no, it's real, wow, So yeah, I was a fan. The earlier stuff, more of the gothic area, I was not so aware of, because yeah, for me Communion, and I think for most people, that Communion was like their album that made them bigger and gave them more recognition. We do work on it. We had this Mexico orchestral show in between, so the focus was more to make this show first. That's why maybe half of the band has started to collect some ideas, but we want to definitely start work full power after this tour. So we will use the summer and autumn and also winter of 2019 to work like intensively on new material. So we can go in the studio probably beginning of next year. So this show was definitely a highlight for us, because the band has always been dreaming about performing with a real orchestra live. We do this in the studio. So you pay an orchestra, it's one day, it's okay. But to do this live, it's like a completely different experience. And it took like half a year to really prepare for the show. All the scores we had to rearrange, we had to make sure that they got all the scores and every break was perfectly written down. It was a very weird experience to be with so many people on the stage. Definitely one in a kind, It was our biggest show so far. 3,200 people came just for Septicflesh from all around the world. So it was like, wow, Kofola. I love Kofola. No, but Czech and grindcore. Czech grindcore is another thing that is like, I don't know, of course beer, But yeah, so I really like to play always in Czech. It's always fun. You know, it's a beautiful city, and we record always with Prague Orchestra, so that's the connection. But yeah, first thought, Czech Republic, Kofola. It definitely did in the past help me, because I started YouTube 2007, where it was really small, and I got the offer from Decapitated because I had videos on YouTube, you know. So, you know, it's how to say, nowadays it's a bit different, because there's so many videos, there's so much stuff, the quality of the videos is so high, and back in the days you could just have one camera with like one microphone, you know. So, yeah. But it helped me a lot, you know. That was the starting point, you know, for me to go and start my career. That was somewhere in the mountain area in a place called Göstling. That's like a skiing resort, and we literally played in a restaurant, and it was like some sort of a school band. That was my non-professional one. And the other one, my first ever professional band, concert with like Decapitated, was actually on my birthday, 2010, in Poland, in Katowice. And we opened for Hypocrisy, and it was also the same day as my birthday, when I just turned 21. And yeah, it was definitely a nervous one, but that's the moment when everything started, you know. If I wouldn't be a musician, I think I would do something with like sports, maybe even teaching. I mean, sports has always been a big thing for me. I've attended a sports school 8 years. If I wouldn't be a musician, like literally play music, I might be still trying to be in the business somehow. Could be also a technician. But the good thing is that I like all kinds of different things. So it's just like sports. I mean, science, I would have to go study, obviously, but I think it's important to have a general interest in certain things, and then you're able to focus on it and push forward and learn things, you know. But yeah, maybe I would be a sports teacher like my dad is, you know. Could be. Moonspell guys. So I would say that this is probably the band we have toured the most with. And it's always like a big family meeting. They just recently came to our show in Lisbon, and it's just nice, you know. We have running jokes, and they give you food, they invite you for holidays, they say come over, let's hang out. So the whole Moonspell crew, they're just really down to earth, great human beings with a warm, open heart. So I would say they're #1. But even now with Krimhem, I've never met them before, but it's just so nice to be with those guys. It feels like family.